Smart, smart, do. We are the children, the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Welcome class 8 for today's English lesson. I hope you are doing fine wherever you are. Now today we are going to continue looking at one of the figures of speech or parts of speech. And in this today's lesson we are going to learn more, remind ourselves about adverbs. So can one of you remind us what adverbs are? Yes, very good. So, as you have said, adverbs are words. They are words. Adverbs are words that give us more information. They give us more information about. Give us more information about other adverbs. They give us more information about other adverbs. Yes. What else? They give us more information about. They give us information about verbs. More information about verbs, and this is the most commonly used part of speech that is used with adverbs. Verbs are mostly used with adverbs. And also, very good, adjectives. So, adverbs give us more information about these category of words. We have the adverbs, we have the verbs, and we have the adjectives. So they give us more information about such words. Now, adverbs are classified, or they are grouped into several categories. Any one of you who can try telling us one category of the adverbs? Very good. We have the adverbs of manner. The adverbs of manner. They are the most commonly used adverbs. And what do they tell us? They tell us how. They tell us how something was done. Very good. Another kind of adverb you know of? The adverb of time. Time. Now, what does time tell us? Adverb of time. Very good. They tell us when an action took place. You can see we are moving on well. Another adverb that you know of. Yes, the adverb of frequency. The adverb of frequency. What does that adverb of frequency tell us? It tells us how many times something has been done. Frequency. Very good. Another adverb that you know of, the adverb of place. You have the adverb of place. Yes. What does the adverb of place show us? The adverb of place shows us where something happened. Where did something happen? Another adverb that you know of. The adverb of questioning. The adverb of question. So, as the word itself means, it is an adverb that asks why. It tells us why something happened. It is used to ask the question, why did something happen? Or why are you doing something? So, the adverbs of question are why. Yes. And finally, we have the adverb of degree. Now, what does adverb of degree tell us? Very good. The adverb of degree tells us to what extent. To what extent something happened. To what extent? To what extent did something happen? So these are the various adverbs that we have, and we are going to look at each group of the adverbs, and I hope by the end of it all you will got and understood them. So the first adverb is the adverb of manner. That is what you're going to learn today. The adverb of manner. And I've said the adverb of manner tells us or answers the question how something happened. How an action. How an action was done. How an action was done. We have different, we have the words that show us actions, and they are called the doing words. The doing words, or the verbs. The doing words, or the verbs. They are action words. For example, we can have the word walk as an action word. That's one example I've given you. Which other word do you think can be an action word or a doing word? Very good. The word eat. The word eat. Another action word? Sleep. Have the word sleep. Another action word? Very good. You have the word laugh. Now, all these words are action words, and you can explain how the action was done. For example, one can walk. How can somebody walk? Very good. One can walk quickly. So quickly is an adverb of manner, telling us how this person walked quickly. Another person can walk slowly. Slowly. Another person can walk fast. So these are all adverbs of manner. Eat. How can somebody eat? Somebody can eat greedily. Greedily. Somebody can eat greedily. How else? Hungrily. 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 Telling us how the action was done. Sleep. So a baby sleeps soundly. Soundly. Yeah. So these are words that show us how an action was done. What about laugh? You can laugh loudly. Maybe the joke was very funny. The boy laughed loudly. So all these are adverbs of manner, telling us or showing us how an action is done. And therefore, it is important that we try and use them in the correct way, in the right way, so that we are able to give more information, to give more details, to give more explanation, so that information can be clear on what we are saying or what we want to express ourselves, on what we want the reader or somebody else to understand in our work. So therefore, these adverbs of manner are very, very important. Now, there are three ways, there are three types of adverbs of manner, and how we form them. And they are mostly formed from adjective. Now, the first category is just by adding ly. There are adverbs that you just add ly. For example, we have the word sweet. In the word sweet, to be able to form an adverb, you only need to add an ly. So the word will be sweetly. The musician sang sweetly. We have the word loud. To form an adverb, very easily, just form the adverb by adding ly. Therefore, there are adverbs that are very easy to form. For example, we have the word quick. Quick. To form an adverb, you just add the word, the suffix ly, and the word becomes quickly. Now, there are other adverbs that you form by dropping certain letters. For example, there is one you form by dropping the y. You drop the y, replace it with an I, and then you add ly. You drop the y, replace it with an I, and then you add ly. For example, of such a word, lazy. Very good. You have the word lazy. For us to form an adverb, what you're required to do is the rules of English say that before you add a suffix to a word that ends with y, you have to drop that y, replace it with an I, and then you add ly. So now the word becomes lazily. The word becomes lazily. The word becomes lazily. Higher. What about another one? You have the word angry. Yeah. Angry. Let's form an adverb using the word angry. The word angry, you get up to R, drop the Y, replace it with an I, and then you add ly. So mother shouted at me angrily. Mother shouted at me angrily. Last one will be the word, for example, heavy. The word heavy. So therefore, form an adverb, it will be heavily. The word will be heavily. So forming adverbs from adjectives is quite easy, and therefore we can practice, we can do more practice in our books. There are a lot of exercises that are there, and they will help us be able to do more and more practice. Continue doing your work well, and we hope to meet next time. Have a good time.